Happy Whiskey Wednesday, everybody. Let's go. We're about to have a pretty epic night of trying some bourbons. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. I am Jason C. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday night. Well, it's beautiful in here, but last night here in Ohio, we got a little bit of snow. I woke up, was a little confused. What the hell is the snow doing on the ground? Not sure what's happening, but we are here hanging out. Everybody, everything is good. All you, even though I can't see you in the chat, I know everyone's looking beautiful out there. How is everybody doing? Let's see here. Got a bunch of people hanging out in the chat. Tonight, we are going to be not only trying a couple of bourbons I haven't gotten to try yet, including the first Booker's batch of 2021, Donahoe's batch. You guys know I kind of stopped buying Bookers, so we'll see if this one maybe changes my mind and gets back into it. We'll see if that happens. Also going to be trying the Four Roses 2020 limited edition, which I haven't gotten a chance to ever try, so I finally got that sample. Going to be doing that. We're also going to be trying the Bardstown Pfifer Pavitt, which is a this released actually not that long ago, but it just got here to Ohio, so I grabbed it. Bardstown Bourbon Company has pretty much earned my trust. If it's a cask I'm interested in, I'm trying it. I'm going for it. So let's see. Oh, the Mets having a disaster right now, Keith. Don't ruin my night, man. What's happening? The Mets have a disaster. Oh boy, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of very bad updates about my Metsies. Okay, it's 4-2. All right. Freaking Mets. Sorry. I still love my team though. Still love my team. They'll get there. They've had a very tumultuous beginning of the season with a lot of games canceled. I don't really think they've been able to get into a rhythm yet. So hopefully as the season gets started and this crazy weather leaves the country, we'll get there. So let's see here. So let's go to the chat, see who is here hanging out. Chris Buzalencia, how you doing, buddy? Cameron Locken is here. It was nice to see you. Daniel Smith's in the house. What's up, man? Mike Franklin. Caitlin Brubaker, how you doing, Caitlin? Always nice to see you. Old Man Joe is here as well. Adriana Whiskey Mountains. Come on, guys. Give her a sub. Amazing stuff. AM65 is in the house. What is up, buddy? Whiskey Mountain says this should be interesting. Absolutely. We have a pretty killer lineup that's going to be going against two Pappies tonight. Also brought to you by the amazing Christopher David, who's in the chat. Everybody give him a thank you. He was kind enough to send the Pappy 15 and Pappy 23 samples that are in the blind tasting tonight. I've heard epic things about the Pappy 15 from 2020. So that is in the lineup. Let's see how it does. Let's see if, we'll get into what I put against it and the reasons why a little bit later. Let's see here. Nick Proman's in the house. What's up? Aiden Craig, of course. Cool Running is here. What's up, man? Nice to see you. Of course, Donnie. Always nice seeing you, buddy. The Linux Cat's in the house. Whiskey Nose is here. What's up, Whiskey Nose? Everyone go check out Whiskey Nose, another new channel. Edward Fulmer's in the house. Ahoy, mateys. Edward Fulmer always bringing it in the chat. Thanks for coming in. Dusty Dan is here. What's up, Dusty? Nice to see you, man. He's been busy, but he's back. Remander is here. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Joe Pastrana. How you doing, my friend? Pop 'em, don't watch 'em. What's up? How you doing? That is Troy. Thanks. I'm actually drinking out of Troy's glass that he sent from the Louisiana Bourbon Collective. Thanks so much, Troy. My arms are still trying to get into Troy area. I'm hopefully getting there into Troy status soon. Go check out Pop 'em, don't watch 'em. JJ's here. Tim Gorgeous. What's up, Tim Gorgeous? Mark James Bond is here. What's up, man? Nice to see you. Let's see. A bunch of people coming in. The Bourbon Wrench in the house. He's packing for Whiskey Weekend. He's heading out tomorrow. Safe travels, buddy. Marshall Copeland's here. Good luck tonight. Thank you so much. Adam Dorman's in the house. What's up, Adam? He loves the intro. Nick Foles, the Fook is happening. What's up, Nick? Stephen Holtzclower is here, one of my epic drummers. Thanks for hanging out. Of course, Scotty, Too Hottie, my bourbon journey. The Hawk, the man himself, is in the house tonight, guys. Top Dog in the house. What's up, Top Dog? Tim Evans is here. A bunch of people coming in, so thanks for hanging out tonight. Livewire Whiskey, go check them out. They're actually going live, I think, after me tonight. So correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Livewire. If you are or you're not, definitely. Brooklyn 456 is in the house. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Vic is here as well. James Wester. It's now 6-2 Cubs. Son of a bitch. So I guess somebody hit a signal and we got those other 2 runs in. Great, great. DC's in the house. What is the most you pay for the Pingree 13 to your right? I have one offered, but 150 plus shipping. If it's as good as that one, all day, I'd pay 150 for it. It's 13-year MGP. I mean, 150 to me, MGP of that age in today's market is actually a good deal. Just saying. Let's see here. I thought I saw Edward Fulmer, Big League Bourbon, cooking a try. Oh, Big League Bourbon's in the house. Awesome. 877 MASH now is here. Will Hendo is here. All right, people are coming in. Hey, Dusty Dan says, I've noticed while doing a few blind tastings how thin the mouthfeel and some bookers tend to be. Maybe it's just me. I agree, Dusty. That's what it is, man. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, Big League Bourbon. Everyone go check out Big League Bourbon. Combining bourbon and whiskey with baseball. So that's really, really cool new channel. Very unique. A lot of unique new channels popping up. I know you saw some of them on My Bourbon Journeys channel last night. If you haven't yet, go check that out. So yeah, got a bunch of great new channels coming out. I love it. Let's see. DC here, Hendo. Okay, so somebody's drinking the Batch 5 Penelope Batch Strength. Awesome. As far as the Mets are concerned, it's a marathon, not a sprint. At least that's what I'm telling myself, the way it's going with the Yanks. Yeah, the Yanks will turn it around. Everyone's freaking out. The Yankees always find a way to win a bunch of games and annoy the shit out of me. It happens every year. So, yeah, it'll happen. Jeffrey Nola comes in. The Wabbit is here. What's up, Mr. Wabbit? All right, so let's start off tonight. Let's get it kicked off. I'm going to be sipping this Pfeiffer Pavitt from Bardstown Bourbon Company. I've had a few sips of this already. For those of you that don't know, let me zoom in on the bottle here a little bit and get in there. There's the Bardstown Pfeiffer Pavitt Reserve. So this is batch 2. They released one of these beforehand. This is a 10-year-old Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey Dickel. And it's finished in Pfeiffer Pavitt Cabernet barrels from Napa Valley. So, yeah, Bardstown Bourbon Company just knows how to finish shit. So I love what they're doing. Will Henderson, the Braves suck right now, but they are beating the Yanks. All right, well, that's good. I hate both of those teams. So if 2 teams can both lose a game, I would hope it's them. But I know that can't happen, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a cool glass. This is from the Louisiana Bourbon Collective. Check out that little glass. There it is. That's from Pop 'em Don't Watch 'em, who was kind enough to send that with some of his New Orleans picks. Appreciate it, man. That's right, Hup D. So this is a you could smell the George Dickel on here a little bit, but it's kind of covered in chocolate and berries. You know, that Cabernet barrel, I think, really does it a world of good. I think if you don't like Dickel, at least the chocolate and cherry makes it a little bit better for you. Pop the new Riff to sip on. Awesome, JJ. Tim Gorgeous says, go Braves. No thanks. Chocolate. A little bit of oak there. Rich caramels on this too. I think the Cabernet tends to bring out a little bit more of a caramel punch to the whiskey. It's a little bit more sweet than it is, you know, on the Tennessee side. I think so it's finished, I think, for about 18 months. Let me see. I think it said on here. I want to say, oh yeah, finished for 18 months. I was right. 18 months. Yeah, that's a great bottle. Hey, Black Bourbon family's in the house. What is up? That is Jason and Brandy. Guys, please go give them a subscribe. Black Bourbon family, they're going to be coming on the channel very soon. I cannot wait to have them on. If nobody's watched Black Bourbon family, please do. They are actually, I'm going to be sending them a blind flight with some fun stuff and learning about them and the channel, and it should be a good time. So everyone go check them out as well. Watch their March Madness series. It was amazing. Just going to say the faces that Brandy gives Jason as he's like tasting stuff it's worth the price of admission. So go check them out. Yeah, this is good. I'm a fan. I think if you're not a fan of George Dickel, I think this gets covered up enough that you just get the chocolate, the caramel, the fruity notes, cherry. Some people get a little bit of hint of like a honey covered date in this as well, which I can see. To me, it's more like dark, like ripe berries, like cherry and blackberries that I'm getting here, like black cherries, raspberries. Hey, Robotics in the house. What's up? Dave Friedman says Black Bourbon family rules. Absolutely. Yeah, this is really good. It's when I first had this. Now, I will tell you that, and Scott from my bourbon journey. So this is the bottle that, I don't know if you guys had heard the story. Scott and his wife and myself and my girlfriend, we went to Bardstown when we did the Lux Row pick for the channel, for the Mash and Journey barrel picks. And so Bardstown Bourbon Company is doing something similar to like what a couple of other places do, where you can fill your own bottle. Of bourbon or whiskey. Michter's does it with their barrel proof rye. So they're doing it with a Pfeiffer Pavitt release. The only difference is that they finished it for 44 months in the barrel. They just left it in there. So we got to try this. We got to try this bourbon or this whiskey, whatever you want to call it, when it came out. And we got some samples of it from Danny over at Bardstown Bourbon Company. And my girlfriend, who really doesn't drink too much whiskey at all, she sips this stuff and she's like, "Well, that's really good. I can drink that all night." I was like, "What? You could drink that all night? Oh my God." So we were just making fun of her the rest of the time, saying that she's got a bougie palate. I'm like, "All right, you don't like this stuff that I give you. You don't like the MGP or any of the other stuff I've given you, but you have to like the 44-month aged Cabernet cask finish whiskey from Bardstown Bourbon Company, which is probably like a $250 bottle." So yeah, so that's her palate. But I could see why she would like this. It's fruity, it's chocolatey, it's very sweet. It's damn good. If you guys like those flavors, check it out. I missed some super chats here. Let me say, hey, how do you whiskeys in the house? What's up, man? He said, did someone say Pappy? Yeah, Pappy's here. What your favorite finish for a bourbon and also for a rye? I got this Epic Barrel Proof Double Rye and Sauternes cask. I haven't had enough experience with Sauternes, but I think my favorite has been French Oak, and depends on the sherry. I think I lean more towards PX sherry than Oloroso. I do like Oloroso, but I think I lean towards PX sherry and also cognac. I think cognac, especially like an older cognac, goes really well with some bourbons. But I've had a brandy finish, but it really depends on how long the brandy's in there. Cognac is technically a brandy, but if you're just talking about straight up brandy, that can be. But those are kind of my favorite finishes. But a really good port, a good like tawny port cask is amazing. Like this one right here, this Redwood Empire, which is a 12-year-old MGP finished in a port cask, is one of the best things I've ever tasted. It's so damn delicious. I am nursing this bottle. So, and then you have Armagnac. If it's done right, Armagnac is an absolute beast. That Bardstown Chateau de la Baude in Armagnac. Oh my God. I still dream about that one. Absolutely. Hey, Redbird 101 is in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in, buddy. Always lovely to see you. Hey, what's up, Drew? Stop me having been in a bit, but glad to see you. Absolutely, Drew. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Thanks so much, Cheats, for dropping in the Patreon. Black Bourbon Family, subscribe. There you go, Ethan. Thank you so much. Everyone, please smash the like button. Someone say Pappy. Yep, we got some Pappy tonight. Do you like Redwood Empire Lost Monarch? I do. I do like it. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's a great blend. I definitely like sipping on it. I like the flavor profile. I like the mix of rye and bourbon in it. I think it's a really solid blend. Can't say enough about it. I do like it. I definitely like it over the Pipe Dream and then the rye. I mean, I think those are good. I think they're okay. They're not mind-blowing. I think they're just really good sweet sippers, but there's a lot of those out there, so it really depends on what sticks out to you. But I think what they did with the Lost Monarch is a little bit more it's a little bit more unique, and I think sticks out in their lineup. So for sure. Let's see here. Mash and Drum, on a rating on that 1 to 10 for that Bardstown, 10 being Labad. This isn't nearly in the same air. I would say this is probably, if I'm grading it, I'd probably give this like a 7. You know, Labad is like a 10. This would be like a 7. It's not as flavorful, but it's definitely a really nice sipper. I think the Tennessee whiskey really works well with the Cabernet because it brings out the chocolate notes that's in there. Some of the older George Dickel whiskeys, if you've ever had, does have a lot of chocolate and like candied orange, and I think that just complements it really well. Why don't they spell it cognac? Because it's French, man. The French are fancy, DC. Come on. Oui, oui, me poupou. You know, that's how they say shit. Everything has an N and a G and all sorts of letters that you don't know you need. Oh, Mets just homered. Nice. Who homered? Please tell me who homered. Awesome channel. Very informative. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. So I do want to give a... wait, any chance of comparing newer Redbreast cask strength with the older ones? Yeah, I did a video on that already, Kenneth. Yep, go check it out. I did a video on that a while back. I was not a fan. Whiskey nose, you get any charcoal on the nose? Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of it. A little bit it comes through, but like right before it's about to get like maybe a little too strong, the chocolate caramel note really kind of comes through. It almost smells like a, what's that candy? Like a Rolo a little bit. If you ever had the Rolos, you know, the chocolate with the caramel in it. Or even like a milk dud type thing, but not milk chocolate, more like dark chocolate. That's the best way I could explain it. Accent coming in strong tonight. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Maurizio is here. What's up, pal? Have a side of water. Oh, I got a side of water right here. It fades. Yeah, it definitely fades. I think over some time, it tends to fade a little bit too. Let's see here. Let's see. Shameless plug. Oh, yes. Subscribe also to Whiskey Encore. That is Cheech Ardolino, the man, the myth, the legend, the wrench in the chat. That is his channel. Go check him out. I'd kill for some old fits, especially the decanter. Can't find in South Texas anywhere. Yeah, it's a tough bottle to find. Hey, Donald Rance got out of work. He's here. So real quick, next week, epic live stream, guys. Epic live stream. So I came up with an idea, and should be pretty fun. I think, in theory, should be pretty fun. So next week, if you guys follow the NFL, I'm a big football fan. So Thursday is the NFL draft. So I'm going to be going live Wednesday night before that. And we're going to be doing this right here. Let me show you the graphic. Boom. It's the 2021 Bourbon Draft, the Whiskey Tube Bourbon Draft. We're going to have a bunch of channels on. Hopefully, we'll be able to get all of these fit in, everyone who wants to get in on this. So basically, this is how it's going to work, guys. I'll tell you in a second. Let me see. Just checking up on the chat here. Eagle Rare tonight from Lewis. What's up, man? JG, either your shirts are getting tighter or you're getting buffer. I think it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Hey, what's up? Holy shit, John. Thank you. Am I crazy to say that I like Rebel Yell 10-year over any year Fitzgerald? That's not crazy to say, actually. I'm a fan more of the old fits like this one, like the 15-year, the 14-year. I think the old fits with age really shine through. But I could see how like I have yet to try the new 8-year. I've heard really good things about it. So we'll see. Hey, what's up? Wheels is here. What's up, Wheels? Real quick update. So total for Wheels, we raised a shitload of money last week for Wheels. We got about $3,600 in total for Wheels, guys. So big congrats. I got even more donations after the fact through PayPal. Somebody sent $500 just to send right to Wheels, which I just did yesterday. So Wheels got that money. So everybody, thank you so much. Wheels is going to update us on the status of his car once he's able to retrofit it. So that was an amazing stream last week. So it was absolutely amazing. The community always finds a way to come through. I'm just saying. And remember, no wagering. Cheers, Patrick Fulmer. No wagering, exactly. Will Henderson for the Schmedium Shirt Fund. Thank you so much, Will Hendo. So the bourbon draft. This is how it's going to work. All these channels are going to be on. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to pick. So it looks like if we could fit about 10 channels on. I think that's what the total is. I'm going to come up. We're going to pick 8-man teams or 8-man bourbon teams, I should say. So I'm going to come up with 80 bourbons, put them on a list, rank them. There'll be Pappies on there. There'll be Shelfers. There'll be, intermediate bourbons, all through the price gamut. Everything that runs through from cheap bourbons all the way to the expensive unicorns. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do a random order. Everyone's going to get a pick like a regular fantasy draft. Everyone gets to pick a bourbon. And at the end of each round, once all the teams are made, you guys, the viewers, we're going to do a poll. All you guys will get to vote who constructed the best team. And the team at the end that wins will also, I have a special little something that's going to be, I don't want to show it yet, but I have a special little something for the winner next week that's going to get voted for the best bourbon draft team. So that person will get that. And I'll also have a special giveaway for somebody in the chat as well for that Wednesday night. So it's going to be a hell of a time. I have a lot of graphics and stuff planned out to do it, but it's going to be really cool. Fred Minnick, he wanted to be a part of it, but he might do a little cameo. We'll see if he's able to do that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So a lot of great channels joining in to do the bourbon draft, and we'll see how it goes. Whoever has a rare breed might get my vote. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of jockeying for different, bourbons, I think. It'll be interesting to see how the order goes and what people are going to pick. So, I'm going to have everything from Woodford Reserves, Old Carters, Kentucky Owls, all the way down to just regular Four Roses, Jim Beam White Label, Evan Williams. I mean, it's going to run through the gamut, like I said. So we'll see who can build the best bourbon team. And you guys, like I said, will get to vote on the top team that you think who built the best team. So should be fun. So the 10 slot has back-to-back picks. Exactly. So we'll run just like a regular draft, which will be a lot of fun. Hey, Swan's in the house. What's up? Train Decanter Trophy, choo-choo. Maybe. We'll see. Master Jump, don't wear a Bears jersey. I will not. Hey, Bourbon Noob is here. What's up, Bourbon Noob? The Mashville, what's up, Stanley Wags? Not able to do the late show tonight, but luckily Shits Install, known as Livewire Whiskey, will take care of everyone. That's right. We mentioned that earlier in the stream, Mashville. Thanks for popping in. Kentucky Owl Rye 4, top 3 pick on my team. I got one of those on the way to me, DC. So hopefully I think tomorrow I'm going to pull the trigger and grab that one and do a full review on it. So looking forward to that one. All right. Let's go to the Russell's 10-year on my team. Oh, it's going to have turkeys on it. It's going to have all sorts of shit. All right, so let's go to the next pour of the night before we get into the blind taste. I don't want to start the blind tasting too late. So let me put that down here. I got all sorts of bottles on the floor and shit. This is the Booker's Donahoe's batch. So this is the latest Booker's. I want to thank Jeffrey Wack for sending me this one. If he's in the chat, not sure if he's there. Mash and Drum, speaking of Kentucky Owl, I'm sure you heard the news with Dixon Dedman. Have you received all your Kentucky Owl? Yeah, so if nobody heard, Kentucky Owl Master Blender Dixon Dedman is stepping down from Kentucky Owl. I am not worried about Dixon. I'm sure there's a bevy of maybe new distilleries or current distilleries that may want his services. Maybe he just wants to try something new. Now, what's going to happen to the Kentucky Owl brand as we see going forward? We'll see. I think they built some trust, even though their bottles, I think, are very overpriced and very expensive. They did build a trust in a lot of people. Dixon knows how to fucking blend. That dude can blend. So if they can continue that type of quality, it'll be interesting. Or if they bring in somebody with a blending background to continue that, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, cheers to Dixon. He did great things at Kentucky Owl. You know, a lot of people blame him for the prices. That's not his call, guys. That is Stoli. That is all Stoli. Dixon just blends the stuff. It's usually pretty damn delicious, but he's not the one setting the prices. So cheers to Dixon, and I wish you best of luck. We cannot wait to see what he's got coming up next, because knowing Dixon, he's got something. So, all right. Ethan Friedman, just for fun, for sure. No one's taking action on which team wins. Great idea. Yeah, it's going to be just for fun. I figured let's do it. Just trying to catch up in the chat here, guys. Hey, Emily Chambers is here. What's up, Emily? Nice to see you as always. Holy shit, I have something Jason doesn't have. Jason, you rock. Thank you so much, DR. There goes Kentucky Owl secondary pricing. Hey, don't blame me yet. I don't have it yet. Come on, man. Too much money for the latest Kentucky Owl. Yeah, they're all very expensive. They're all very expensive. Hey, Bourbon Buddies is here. Yeah, killer drum video for the patrons, Master. Yes, I released a drumming video for my patrons today. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Whiskey Register, what's up, bro? What up? Yeah, the first group to fall off their chairs loses. We'll see how it goes. We'll try to keep everything in control next week with all the channels. We're going to try to just keep it very, you know, hopefully we'll keep a good order. I really feel like everyone's going to take it pretty seriously and really try to build the best team. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Bourbon draft's going to be better than damn actual draft. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Maybe Jephthah Lord Dixon away. Don't say those words. Hey, what's up, Heather? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. John Morris, oh, I already read that. Yes, and you guys will. Yes, you guys are going to vote on the winner once you see the teams up in the on the screen. I'm going to partner with one of the wrenches here to keep track of whose team and who's going to be picking on what. So we could post those teams. Maybe DC could help out with that. He's really good with graphics. Maybe he could kind of keep a running order of the of whose team gets what, and then we'll show that graphic on the screen, or at least that's the idea. Maybe I can do it if DC or one of the wrenches can't. And then this way, you guys will create a poll, and you guys can go online. We'll drop the link, and you guys can go in and vote on who you think got the best bourbon team. It'll be a lot of fun. So here is what we're trying tonight right now, guys. This is the Donahoe's batch, the first release 2021. Booker's 6 years, 7 months, 7 days, 127.3 proof. Pretty, you know, pretty standard for Booker's these days. That's what they generally come in around, especially with that age. Keith Schmidt, Jason, can I be on your team for the bourbon draft? Well, it depends. If I remember, it's going to be randomized. I might get, you know, I'll be happy with somewhere in the middle pack. If I, you know, everyone wants the first slot, but that middle pack, there could be some gems in there that people aren't picking up. So PA has KO batch 10 for 400. Jesus, that's crazy. All right, Donahoe's batch. Man, not really getting much of a nose off this one. That's weird for a Booker's. All right, that's a little bit better. All right, I'm getting that Booker's peanut, honey. Definitely a lot of like dark, like almost like the charred caramel, or like the top of a creme brulee. You know, that charred sugar, dark brown sugars. Do the bourbons have prices and there's a salary cap? That would be epic. No, we can't do it. We're not going to do a salary cap. I think while everyone's drinking and trying to pick teams, we don't need that much math going on. I think I'm just going to pick whatever's left. So, did I miss some super chats? Let me go back up here. Sorry, guys. Maureen Franchi, waiting for my 44-month Pfeiffer Pavitt to be brought from Bardstown. I'm excited to try it since I enjoy the current Pfeiffer. Maureen, it's the current Pfeiffer, but I mean the amped up like chocolate, caramel, cherry flavors that are in that thing. Ridiculous. It's very, I mean, if you like Cabernet, it's very Cabernet forward. The Tennessee whiskey is there, but it's just really kind of this one is more if you like finish over the actual whiskey. This one, the finish has taken over. You know, being in that cask for 40-something months, you know, I think you'll really enjoy it, Maureen. Absolutely. Bourbon Tech, $250 birthday budget, Old Carter 13-year or Michter 10-year or something else high-end. I would definitely go for an Old Carter. I love what Old Carter makes. I don't think you'll be disappointed. For $250, I mean, yeah, $250. Shit. I mean, that's tough because I mean, what can you even get? Like, just walk in and find that's $250. I mean, some of the Doc Swinsons are really great. I mean, if you have any of the higher rate smoke wagons by you, those are amazing. But you can't go wrong with an Old Carter. I would get an Old Carter all day long over that with $250. I'm heading to Kentucky next week, and I'm hoping to meet up with the Carters to maybe get samples of their newest offerings to do one full video. We'll see how that goes, guys. I think I caught up on those super chats. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, this is Tommy. Tommy Want Wingy. My favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. Imagine if Dixon joined Old Carter. I don't think they really need Dixon. I think Mark and Sherry does an incredible job blending. I think Dixon. Oh, this is opening up now a little bit. It's actually getting a little bit of a fruit note to this, actually, which is nice. Draft merch. I don't know if we'll have merch, but oh, maybe I can make a shirt for it. That might be pretty cool to order. That'd be pretty cool. All right, let's try this one. Kind of like that. This one reminds me a little bit of Kathleen's batch, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Kathleen's batch. Teresa's batch was the one I couldn't stand. Kathleen's batch had a very nice mix of dark fruit flavors in that bourbon. This is kind of taking me back to that a little bit. It's got dark fruit. It's got peanut. It's got those typical bean flavors, but nice mix of brown sugars and dark fruits in this one. All right, Bookers. I see you. I'm digging it. There are 11 teams on your logo for the draft. Is that the total number of teams? Are you? No, I think that's it. I don't even think we could get any more than that with StreamYard. So I think that's going to be it. I don't even know if we can get 11. We might just be able to have to do 10. So we'll see how that works. We'll figure it out. Hey, Joseph Brazzers is here. Anybody had the Donahoe's batch? Are they kind of, if you've had this batch in the chat, let me know if you're kind of getting the same things I've gotten. I feel like it's got your really good typical Booker's notes, but there's a layer of kind of dark fruit overlaying this, which I'm liking. Now, is it $100? Is it a good $100 Booker's? 6-year-old bourbon? I don't know if I want to pay $100 for these. But man, if that's not it's like perfumey, fruity. Definitely get that almond. A bit of brown butter too. Damn. What the hell? That's really good. I'm kind of upset I skipped that one now. That's actually a damn nice batch. Fred Gilbert says Booker's no more thanks. Yeah, StreamYard Max is out of 10, including the host channel. Yeah, we might have to figure that out. The most expensive bottle I had was Russell's single batch, and it was amazing. Oh, Wesley, yeah, this Russell single barrel, my favorite. Yep. I like 2021-1 over the 2020-03. Okay. Mr. Whiskey Shits loves the new Bookers. And, you know, for 125 and change, it actually drinks pretty easy. It's not too bad. There's a bit of like a honeybee candy note right on the back end. What are those chews called? Like the honey chews? Getting a little bit of that on the back end too. It's a really nice batch. I do like it. I still don't want to pay $100 for this stuff, but for the way the first batches have been going the last couple of years, this is a nice surprise. Donahoe's batch. I dig that batch. I still don't know if I'd want to pay $100 for it, but it's good. I like that one. All right, what a time. Love the new Bookers, Mr. Worcestershire. Haven't bought Booker since. Haven't been a fan really. Remus Repeal's better at 70 than Booker's at $100. I would agree with you, definitely. Hey, Patrick Starkey is here. Ariel Ace Drone Services in the house. What are you doing? What's up, Ben? Christopher M. As good as Booker's is, I'll take a Knob Creek small batch or single barrel reserve. Yeah, and the Knob Creek, 120 is the regular 9 years older. But the difference with Booker's, remember, guys, it's just aged in a different part of the warehouse, which is what that center cut part. It makes a big difference. There are some Knob Creek picks that you could find that will taste like a Booker's. But generally the Booker's has kind of a flavor profile on its own. It just seems to be a little bit richer in the brown sugars and the sweetness over the oakiness that sometimes you get in a Knob Creek. But sometimes those Knob Creek 9 years can be really sweet too. Remember, they're single barrels, so it really depends. Whiskey Mounds are, yes, I really like the new Booker's much better than the 2020s I had. Yeah, the 2020s were to me, absolutely. Local shop wants near 100 for Remus Repeal 1 and 2. I would skip 1 and 2, John. If you could hold out and maybe wait to see if you could find a 3, get a Remus Repeal 3, very well worth $100. 11, 12-year-old MGP. It's like cherry cola. It's delicious stuff. All right. So this one I'm really eager to try. I have not had this yet. I'm really excited to try this one. And this one is the Four Roses Small Batch 2020 LE. So this one aged, so this is a blend, aged a minimum of 12 to 19 years, bottled at 111.4 proof. It's got a 12-year-old bourbon from the OBSV, one of my favorites, a 12-year-old OESV, another one of my favorites, a 19-year-old OBSK, and a 16-year-old OESK. So my 4 favorite recipes that Four Roses makes is in this bottle and or in this sample. 111.4 proof. I mean, those are my 4 favorite recipes right there. Boom. All laid out, all in here, right there. I cannot wait to try this stuff. Okay. Oh, the nose on this already. All right. Woo. What do you think of the High West brand? I'm a huge fan of their ryes, not so much their bourbons. I love what they're doing with the finishes. I think their finishes are really cool. They're doing all sorts of crazy finishes with some of their picks. But I love the double rye. I love the Rendezvous rye. I think that's where they shine, to be honest. Let's see. 368 in the chat. Only 128 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. I enjoyed the pigskin batch last year. That was the last one I bought. I like that one too a little bit. The Whiskey Dick's in the house. Jason's the man. What's up, Whiskey Dick? Bill is in the house. What's up, man? The Mash and Drum says delicious. Oh, I guess he liked it. Heather Starkey clicked the like. Thank you, Heather. Thrasher made some poor man's Pappy night to see what I'm missing. The nose is wonderful, says Old Man Joe. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's see what we get here, guys. Cannot wait. So the 2019, that bottle, which I actually finished with my mom the last time she was in town. We did a bottle kill of that Four Roses. I actually posted on Instagram. Oh yeah, if you guys have not followed me on Instagram, please do. It's the mash it's the _mash_and_drum. So go check me out on Instagram if you haven't followed me there. I post usually a good amount of content on there too, and photos of cool bottles. But that one we finished, and the 2019 was my bourbon of the year in 2019. So I was a huge fan of that. That one had 21-year-old OBSK stuff, I think, in it. It was nuts. That thing was amazing. All right, let's get into this one. Very rye forward. Very rye forward. So Four Roses to me has this little bit of like a pickle note that I get, but not like a sour pickle, like a sweet, like a butter pickle, like a bread and butter pickle almost. It's very floral, typical Four Roses. Man, peaches, apricots, cherry. Oh, that's damn good. I was actually, I was sipping this last night. Where is it? This single barrel. I was sipping this last night on my live stream with my Patreon subscribers. This is an OBSK from the Oregon Bourbon Connoisseurs, and it's freaking ridiculous. Apparently, this is the last one that Al Young helped select. So, cheers to you, Al Young. And this thing, I don't know why. I haven't been drinking as much Four Roses as I used to, and I don't know why, because the stuff is phenomenal. I think for some reason Four Roses gets a bad rap. I don't know why, because it doesn't blind well. But that may be true, but it doesn't mean it's a bad bourbon at all. It's true high rye bourbon. You know, it's true high rye bourbon. Hey, hello, I'm in Columbus. What liquor stores do you like that usually has the hard, fine stuff? X Monster. What's tough is just getting. You have to find the store. So whether it be Giant Eagles, the Kroger's, Chateau Wine and Spirits, Arena Liquors, whatever store it may be. You just have to find when they get their deliveries and get there early. That's the only way you could get really hard to find stuff in Ohio, because all the bourbon hunters in Ohio, there's a lot of bourbon hunters in Ohio, and they know when the stuff's coming. They know what's coming out that week, when it's going to be dropping at certain stores. So just find a store that's near you that you like. Find out when their deliveries are and just get there early. The early bird gets the worm in Ohio. I'll tell you that much. I like the 2024 Rosa LE, but I haven't had any others to compare to it. Okay. 9.4 Cubbies. Jesus Lord. Usually super floral, that doesn't fit well. Yeah, I could see why the floral doesn't maybe not fit well with some people. It's got a little bit of like this, like again, I'm like really picking up a lot of honey too on this one, like a honey candy, very like concentrated honey. Adam Dorman says the 2020 LE4 is one of my favorites from last year. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So Ohio is a state control, but not state-run stores. What's that mean? So, yeah, so the state liquor agency in Ohio, they control what comes into the state. They control what stores get what, but they're not exactly running the stores. The OHLQ does have last call stores where they'll put stuff that they're discontinuing from selections across Ohio. Throw those in those stores. Those are controlled by the state. But Kroger and Giant Eagle and some of the standalone stores here, they're at the mercy of what they get from the state. So, and each store can pretty much decide on how they want to roll out their releases. Giant Eagle, I think all the Giant Eagles generally, well, no, not all of them. A lot of them get all their stuff on Saturdays. So Saturday mornings, go there early. You can usually maybe find some stuff. That's how I got the Pfeiffer Pavitt. I got to a Giant Eagle early last week, and I grabbed one. But yeah, a lot of different stores are different. Some get their stuff Wednesdays. I have a Kroger right across the street. They get their stuff on Tuesday mornings. So it just a matter of getting there early. Hey, Kilko's in the house. What's up? Yep, OHLQ. What's your thoughts on the BBC, The Prisoner? Haven't had that one yet. All right, let's go for a sip. I cannot wait, guys. Here we go. That is all Four Roses goodness right there. All the rye spice, all that Four Roses rye spice that just kind of overlays the whole experience, which that's what you want a good Four Roses to do. But underlying all that, like apricot, a little bit of cherry. I'm getting a lot of butterscotch on here too, which is freaking delicious. Joseph Brazers. Where are you tonight? Not your usual digs. I'm just facing a different wall. So this is the side where my shelves are rather than the side with the wood wall. So I've been leaving it like this lately because it's just easier for me to record and then do the B-roll. So I've just been kind of lazy and leaving it like this. So I'm just kind of switching it up. Matt, I did not do the Pappy yet. What's up, Whiskey Crusaders? We're going to do that right after this. Yeah, it's a tater fest here in Columbus. Have to go straight from the bar on Friday to Giant Eagle and still might be shut out. Yeah, it is. It's a complete tater fest here. I've been at stores and guys constantly call the clerks that I know. You guys getting Blantons today? You getting Eagle Rare? You getting Blantons? You getting Eagle Rare? You getting Blantons? You getting Buffalo Trace? You getting Blantons? Did Blantons come in? You get Buffalo Trace? Get Blantons? Like, dude, guys, what the fuck with the Blantons? Come on. Enough. How many fucking horsies do you need? Rare Breed, Russell's Reserve, Remus Repeal. So much good shit on the shelf. Stop chasing after Blantons already. Enough. My God. I go to these stores and I hear it constantly on the phone. It's amazing. Every fucking day. You have Blantons? You get Blantons? You get Blantons? I can't handle it. As you can tell, I can't handle it anymore. I don't know who's calling these stores constantly looking for Blantons. Like, what the fuck? Try some other bourbons, please. It's crazy. What's up, Jesse? Nice to see you, man. Saw Bland's recently for $150. Well, that's the thing. I mean, Bland's here is retail, so it's not jacked up like everywhere else. So that's why people, and I understand why people chase it here. And people come over state lines to get Blanton's or even the Weller here. That's how it goes. It is what it is. But I saw it on John Wick. Yeah, exactly. 1-800-HORSEY. That's what we need. That's what OHLQ needs. They need a 1-800-HORSEY line. 1-800-BUY-HORSEY. Like, oh my God, do you have any Blantons? Like, I so need. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Oh my God, you have a Blantons? My husband needs a horsey top. He's missing the F. He just needs the F to complete his horsey top collection. Please do it. Oh my God. So this one, to me, compared from what I remember from 2019, this one is way more rye forward than that one was. The 2019 one, I remember being a little bit sweeter, a little bit more fruit forward. Let's see. That was your plan, Adriana. You wanted the Valley Girl voice. Yep. Mad Jason about Blanton's is the best. Yeah, it's just... yeah, exactly. Ross Montarver says, Tater's anonymous. My dad is one. He needs Jesus. Oh, shit. That was funny. Bourbon Wrench finished packing, off to bed for me. Still have to work in the morning before I head out to Kentucky. Love you all. Everyone wish Bourbon Wrench Trev a safe journey. Absolutely. Have fun down there, man. I'm sure you guys will have a great time there. Let them chase the Blantons. No need to drive demand of rare breed. Yeah, this one isn't as sweet. This one is more rye forward on top. You got the spearmint. You got, like I said, you got a little bit of burst of like that sweet pickle note, black pepper, hint of like chocolate, definitely some orange, apricot, and then on top of that, underlying that is the sweet flavors, the butterscotchy and those notes. But Four Roses, man. I love these LEs. Usually I go to Kentucky and I wait overnight to get my hands on this bottle. I couldn't do that last year because of COVID. So I joined, the lottery and, got skunked again, unfortunately. So Aiden Craig, I work at a store, get asked for Blantons constantly. Most think they could walk into a store and will grab your case of rare whiskey from the back. Yeah, no, exactly. You gotta cultivate some good relationships with a store owner before you can do that. I won't be sad when it's gone. Got plenty of bourbon. Yep. Master Drum, I will say I do wish Eagle Rare was easier to get where I'm at. I agree with you on that. I really wish we would see more Eagle Rare in Ohio. Mostly you don't see it often, unfortunately. And I still think it's the best bang for the buck from anything Buffalo Trace. Honestly, I really do think Eagle Rare is still the best value. Just a delicious, sweet 10-year-old bourbon for not a lot of money. I would take that over Blanton's any day of the week, and I love it. So, Whiskey Nose, go into a package store and always intend to buy something non-allocated. Yeah. And if you have the ability to do it, if you can actually, what's great is some people do in states. I know a couple guys that will buy a bottle that might be allocated, and they pop it right in the store and they share it with the store owner. Like, what better way to cultivate a relationship than doing that? Speaking of Four Roses, Justin Jenkins. Oh yeah, Justin Jenkins. Is Justin Jenkins here in the chat? Braves win. Okay. I mean, I'm glad they beat the Yankees, but still not psyched they won. So whatever. The Bourbon Wrench. Cheers, everyone. Friggin' love you guys. Love you too, buddy. And as soon as I walked in, the cashier says we don't have any Blantons. I said, good, I don't want any. Yeah, I do wish Eagle Rare was a tick higher in proof, but I still think it's a great value for what it is. According to the Bourbon Junkies, Eagle Rare is plentiful in Michigan. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you go to other states, Michigan, Nashville. Fucking Eagle Rare is everywhere. It's crazy. But so, and that's weird because like Ohio is like, everyone calls it the land of Weller, yet we can't get Eagle Rare. Like, Eagle Rare comes in, but you're lucky if one store gets like 4 or 5 bottles. And then, they're gone like that. But you go anywhere else, you go to some other different states, and Eagle Rare is everywhere. It's amazing how allocation and how stuff like that works. But most of the stuff, David Babcock, drinking the Maker's 21 Limited. Yeah, it's delicious. That FAE stuff is getting better and better. I am doing a video on that soon. So I'm going to be blinding it against all 3 of them, all 3 of the special releases. But it's a fantastic release. I love it. The state of Nashville. Well, Tennessee. But when I go to Nashville, I visit Nashville a good amount, and they got usually Eagle Rare everywhere. Heather, we have a lot of Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace here in Washington. Yeah, that FAE is amazing. Hard to get Eagle Rare in Georgia. Came recently and gone within 2 hours. And that's the other thing. It just doesn't. Yeah, so the SC4 PR5 for the world, that's what I'm interested in doing the blind. So that's going to be my next video. I think I'm going to release that Friday, guys. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks from a fellow Ohioan for increasing my whiskey IQ. New to all this and loving it. Jefferson's Reserve in the glass tonight. Welcome in, Eric. Thanks for hanging out, man. Maybe I'll run into you in Ohio one of these days. Florida has Eagle Rare as high as 100, maybe even higher. That's fucking ridiculous. Fuck you. All right. All right, guys. We're going to get into a couple of news stories, and then we're going to dive into the blind tasting. Eagle Rare makes it SoCal on the regular, but Weller is ridiculous. Some stores charging upwards of 80 for a green label. Yeah, that's ridiculous, Bourbon-ator. The Weller hype, you would think it's going to go away and people would wise up eventually, but unfortunately it doesn't. Aiden Craig, if you like Eagle Rare, try Russell's 10. It's state-wise, the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I did a video comparing Eagle Rare 10 to Russell's 10. Check that out if you want to kind of go through how different the flavor profiles are, because they are different. And I can see how you would prefer one over the other. But both are great values. If you can't find the Eagle Rare, the Russell's 10 is always available, it seems. So it's a really good, it's a really good alternative for Eagle Rare. Redwood Empire port finish worth money. Yeah, absolutely. This thing, if it's one of these 12 years, I just mentioned it before. It's ridiculously good. 12-year-old MGP in a port cask. Yes, please, all day. All right, the Eagle Rare has no finish. Yeah, it's true. The Eagle Rare, it's very typical Buffalo Tracy. Really not any finish there. Just drinks like candy. That's why people love Buffalo Trace. They don't want to feel the burn on their baby palates. They just want sweet, and they just want no burn, nice and easy. I don't want to feel anything going down. And I get it. I get that part. But that's why I think Buffalo Trace is so popular, because people know that it's going to drink really smooth. That's why people love Blanton's too. ER Buffalo and Weller's is so common in Canada. Yes, definitely heard that. All right, so let's go to a couple of news stories here. Speaking of, somebody brought up New Riff earlier, and New Riff is starting a new expansion, guys. I don't know if you've heard this, but New Riff announced a $2 million expansion that will increase its whiskey production by 50%. So we'll add 900 square feet to the distillery, which will add 3 additional fermenters to the location. Co-founder Ken Lewis said the expansion will resolve the issue because right now the current New Riff has an operation bottleneck, and they said that this will kind of fix that issue. The distillery will also be able to operate 6 days a week instead of just 4. That will allow New Riff to produce 12,000 barrels per year, up from the current 8,000 with the existing setup. So, yeah, congrats to New Riff. I think that, New Riff is doing great stuff. I think they're doing amazing, making really good bourbon, especially some of their experimentals. Maybe we'll start to see some more of that as we go further down the line after the expansion. But congrats to New Riff. I think that's great. Next up is, really quick, we're going to talk about Stranahan's. So Stranahan's actually just released to celebrate their 15-year anniversary. So this was released in the brand's 15th anniversary. This is a blend of 4, 5, 6, and 7-year-old American single malts. Each of the whiskeys were made with 100% malted barley and aged in new charred American oak barrels, and it's cut with that famous Rocky Mountain water from El Dorado Springs. Non-chill filtered at 47% ABV. Available nationwide this month. MSRP of $55. So if you guys are Stranahan's fans, that might be a cool one to check out. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to go back to the chat here. Good old Strannies. That's right. Let me go down here. Keith Schmidt, speaking of weird distribution, have you ever seen an ECBP in New York other than an A batch? I finally saw an A121 for the first time. Oh, other than a B batch. Yeah, I mean, the stores that I go to usually get a good amount of them. I've seen a lot of Bs in New York, honestly, but I have seen a couple of Cs. I can't remember seeing an A, but I'm not in New York as often as I, would be, with COVID happening. So I have seen some A's though. Let me go to the next one, which is Sagamore. Sagamore is releasing a Distiller Select, which is a tequila cask finished rye whiskey. They recently, this is kind of the countdown to Cinco de Mayo, bottled at 98 proof. This has been finished in extra añejo tequila barrels, described as hints of agave, citrus spice, warm oak, and vanilla on the nose, and even more agave, fig and orange, and pepper on the finish. This is a newer subcategory that requires tequila to be aged for at least 3 years into oak barrels, said to be akin to rye whiskey aging process. So this one is available for a limited time. It's available nationwide at a suggested retail price of $70. Official tasting notes make mention of rich agave and sweet notes of honey paired with bitter orange, dried fig, and floral notes. Spicy peppercorn creates a lasting finish. So I love when Sagamore does some of these finishes. I think they're great. So I'd be interested in seeing a lot of tequila finished stuff now coming out. I think that might be the new, it's kind of the new thing to do is tequila. So we'll see how that goes down the line. Chattanooga just released a tequila finish one. That's I have a good friend of the show, Patreon, that's going to be sending me a bottle of that. So can't wait to try that. And the last one is Method and Madness. Now, Donald Rance mentioned this in the chat, I think last week. Method and Madness. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this one up is because it's being released in this is a Irish Distillers mulberry cask finish. So it's a new single pot still Irish whiskey, virgin mulberry wood. Now, so mulberry wood casks. Now, so it has an unusual wood structure. It's a very small cask size. It actually presents its challenges. So basically, the whiskey is bottled at 46% alcohol by volume. It's said to have notes of smoked paprika, toffee, apple, and freshly cut wood from the virgin mulberry wood. Method and Madness is kind of known for really kind of taking these crazy different wood varietals and aging these Irish whiskeys in them. It's a first for the category using this type of wood. And, we'll see how it goes. I think using the smaller barrels, they probably had to, utilizing the mulberry wood because it's a harder wood to work with. So, not really sure of let me see, did it say anything about the distribution here? Let's see. Method and Madness is available to purchase in limited global markets, $115 US. So, if you guys that'd be something I'd be interested in trying. If anybody has Method and Madness in their area and comes across that bottle, let me know. I'd be interested to try that one. I have never had mulberry wood, and I'd be interested in seeing what that flavor profile is like, just for my own education, my own palate education. So, just saying. All right, let me go back to the comments here in case I missed anything, guys. Blah, blah. All right, I think I'm caught up. Oh, here we go. The Chattanooga tequila finish is available, limited release for now, but not just at the distillery. Oh, have a good night, David. Thanks for checking in. 100% pure mustards here. Look for Reserve Kentucky Derby 147. Anyone know anything about this? I haven't read anything about that one quite yet. When we get Method, I'll let you know. Thanks, Aiden. Appreciate that. It's great. Matt Specs. Oh, Specs has it. All right. Hungarian or Spanish paprika. I don't know. That paprika note has me curious. I had the Sagamore Double Oak. I expected more. The tequila finishes around me for $60, but the thought of tequila makes me nauseous. I think a lot of people have that reaction to tequila. All right. It's blind tasting time, guys. So this is what we're going to do. So we have eight drams tonight. I know it seems like a lot, but we're not really venturing into a lot of high proof stuff here. Remember, Pappy Van Winkle is around, so the 15, which is in this flight, is 107 proof. And then you have the 23-year-old, which is it's a tick under 100 proof, I believe. So I had my lady pour these for me downstairs. I picked, so thank you patrons for helping me pick out what these are going to go against. So I haven't had Pappy 23 or Pappy 15 in a very long time. Christopher David, who's in the chat, was kind enough to send Pappy 15 and Pappy 23 to me. Also, Matt from Whiskey Crusaders also sent me a little vial of Pappy 15. So thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So, yes, find the Pappy. So what we're going to do is taste through these and see exactly what I could pick out here and see how the Pappy 15 holds up. Now, what I wanted to do was pick some bourbons that are generally available, or if not available, but, you know, releases that you can definitely get throughout the year aside from Pappy, or bourbons that have released, you know, last year aside from Pappy that are a little bit easier to get. So here are the bourbons that were selected. And I'll go through these, and there was a different reason why I wanted to select these. So I'll show you the photo that I took. There it is. So we have the Old Fitz 15, which is one of my favorite Old Fitzies, and it's also a wheater. We have the Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery 3, which is probably my favorite in the lineup right now, which is an amazing blend, has some really high-aged whiskeys in there. And, you know, comes in at a nice 110 proof, so it's not too high. Had the Mayor Pingree 13. I wanted to get some really good MGP in there to put it against the Pappies to see how that goes. Doc Swinson's 15-year. Now that's that Beam sourced liquid that Doc Swinson's used. I wanted to get some high-aged Beam in there. We have a 15-year-old Beam in there. Sam Houston 14, which is Barton. So I wanted to make sure I had some Barton in there, which it comes in at about 98 proof. And then we have the Wild Turkey 17-year Bottled and Bond 17. So I have all different distillates from different distilleries that come out, you know, within and around the year. Obviously, the Bardstown is a blend, but that was pretty much the kind of method to my madness. Speaking of method and madness, I wanted to not only pick different distilleries or pick bourbons that are, you know, close in age, or at least as close as I could get. Nothing I was going to have was really going to come close to that 23. But basically, all of those bourbons, I think, have different flavor profiles from each distillery. And, you know, I can't wait to see how it does against the Pappy 15 and the 23, because even though a lot of those bourbons are hard to find for most, they're still available throughout the year, and you could get them a lot easier than any Pappy for most of us. So let's see how it holds up. So I'm going to mix these up here a little bit. Here we go. Oh, almost spilled that one. Let's kind of spread these out here. Here we go. This is my lineup. Crazy, right? All right. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Let me make sure. Where can we get that table? The Master and Drum would have loved to see the Old Carter. Actually, the only reason why I didn't put Old Carter Bourbon Batch 5 in there is because Old Carter Bourbon Batch 5 is gone. You know, with the ones that I selected, at least some of them are still kind of sticking around a little bit. Not really sure about the Wild Turkey 17 or the Old Fitz 15, but the Old Carter is also a blend. I wanted to just put some straight, like, fire MGP in there. And I already had a blend in here with the Bardstown Bourbon Company. So that's why I selected the Mayor Pingree over the Old Carter. So that was kind of my thinking. I think, you know, it'd be interesting. I really wanted to see how that, you know, those high age blends from the Bardstown Bourbon Company do in here. Old Carter's definitely a little bit on the younger side. There's definitely some good MGP in it, but I wanted a straight fire MGP, and that Old Pingree does the trick. I was also going to pick maybe a Smoke Wagon, but that one has a nice high age statement on it, so that's why I went with it. Pappy comes in fifth, says Dusty Dan. We'll see. My wife is yelling at me. We'll have to watch the replay. Sorry, Matt. Go tend to the wife. You're probably not going to find Discovery 3 anywhere either. Yeah, I mean, between most of the whiskey tubers, putting it in their top 10, if not their #1 bourbon. It's definitely a lot harder to find. Jason, absolutely wonderful job you're doing with the comparison picks. Thank Mike. I appreciate that. I really had to think about this one. I could have kept going and added more, but I feel like 8. I gotta cap it somewhere. And there are 2 Pappies in here. Remember, it's not like I just was throwing Pappy 15 in here. We have the 15 and the 23 in here. So, all right, let's go to the first one here. Let me set up my scoring sheet. So I'm going to try to guess. I'm going to try to guess proof. And we'll see. I'll try to guess proof and maybe see if I can guess what's what. I don't know. We'll see. Let's start with letter. We're going to go from this way, and we will see how I do. This is also good training for the ADHD Invitational. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Zachy Zykins in the house. What's up, man? Are you drinking the entirety of all those pours or making a wicked blend at the end? Oh, there'll be a wicked blend made at the end. That's right, Zachy. 14-4 Cubs. Oh, God. All right, no need for any more updates. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. All right. It's time to play Find the Pappy. That's right. If ADHD Whiskey was in the chat, I don't know if he's here or not, but he always says, bring me to Pappy. Tonight we're going to find a Pappy. Really quick before that, I wanted to show you guys some of the new labels we have coming out. So anybody who ordered the pick for the Rye 3 that we got coming out, you guys will be receiving an email notification very soon with this in it, kind of breaking down the pick and everything that's going to be going along with it. So these are going to be start shipping, I believe, next week. So can't wait for that. Next up, and another pick that me and Scott did with the channel was this Woodinville pick. These are the front labels we already got. Mash and Journey. We're doing it with keg and bottle. So we will also have some stickers on the back of that. It's going to be the Iceman and Maverick pick. Scott liked a certain barrel, and I liked a certain barrel. So we'll see how that is. Hey, what's up, Uncle Buck? So let's see what we get on here. I'm going to actually drop the, you guys look at the bottom there in the ticker. It'll kind of tell you some of the picks we have coming up. If you guys want some exclusive access to some of these picks, become a Patreon of the Mash and Drum. And yeah, can't wait to have you guys try some of these because we're definitely getting some epic stuff. And there's some stuff on the way we're working on that's going to be really different, unique. And we hope to have you guys aboard. All right. Oh, Bees just hit a grand slam. Oh, Jesus Christmas. All right. So this one, it's a lot of caramel, a lot of nuttiness here. Hint of chocolate. Just a very, very slight hint of red fruit. A little bit more nuttiness here. Yeah, Scotty, if you want to tell the chat like what's coming up, it's going across the bottom there. But got a Russell's pick, the Woodinville pick, the Foregate pick. The Foregate is an 8-year MGP toasted rye. What? Incredible. Just saying. It's crazy shit. David Freeman, can we still order? No, the Rye 3 is closed. That one's done. The next one coming up will be the Russells and the Foregate. Those ones are coming in May. All right, let's go for a sip of this one. Ooh. That had some proof to it. Nutty, fruity. More of that chocolate's coming through. Hey, Jason, how about shipping to Minnesota on these picks? Yeah, we have our partners actually. So Keg and Bottle ships to 48 states. So we have a really good distribution model with them. The Rye 3 was a little bit more tricky, but we do have a workaround for that. And then the 4-gate will be through Sealbox, which also has good distribution, but we'll have a workaround for stores that can't, for states that can't get those either. You just have to provide, you have to provide your own label. And then sharedpour.com, which is our other partner, also has very good distribution. So we went with guys that could actually get you this stuff, you know, for the most part. Rye 3 through Curiata is probably our smallest distribution partner. But anybody, the next ones that we have coming out have really good distribution. So the 4-gate will be released through Sealbox. Alex Briere, I will have to wait for the Canadian picks. Gotta say, Pappy 12 was one of the best pours I ever wrapped my mouth around. The hype is warranted, in my opinion. Yeah, Edward, I disagree with you on that one. I can't stand the Van Winkle Lot B. I think it's a glorified Weller 12. I mean, it's very good. It's velvety. You know, it's sweet. It's smooth. I think it's great. It's good for what it is. It's just, I can't get the price, you know, at retail. I think it's great, but to pay $800 or $1,000 or $1,200 for that, it just pisses me off. This has a good amount of oak on the back end. Again, that chocolate. The oak is coming through here. I think it's got some good age on that one, but it's a sweet oak. It's not overpowering. The nuttiness still coming through. I'm going to guess that's 100 and I don't think it's 120. I think it's somewhere between 100 and 120. I think it's like 100. I'll say 110. I'll say 110 proof on that one. I think it's right in there. That one's very good. Whatever that first one is definitely delicious. I take an Old Rip over Lot B. I mean, honestly, if I ever got an Old Rip or a Lot B, to be honest, I would trade them right away. I've had both of those in the past. There's nothing to me that's special about them. Besides that Old Rip label on it and the Lot B label on it. I just don't think they're special at all. I think they're great. They're good for what they are at retail, but there's no fucking way I'm paying $450 for a 10-year Old Rip Van Winkle. I don't care what's on the label. I've blinded that shit against so many different bourbons that are available, and it never, ever does well. It's a nice 107 proofer. If I could get it at retail, I would buy it all day long, but I don't think it's worth any cent above that, except for the rarity, and that's what people are paying for. Bro, I'm in Kentucky, and the green label of Heaven Hill is discontinued. Going to Woodford tomorrow. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I'm a little pissed that the Heaven Hill green label is discontinued because I love that one of the best values. But this was the trend that Heaven Hill's been doing. We saw the bottle and bond go away. It was only a matter of time for the green label to go away. Maybe they'll rebrand it and then, you know, they'll re-release it for, you know, twice the price. We'll see what happens. What are some good Ohio craft distilleries? I really love what Watershed's doing now. They're back to a traditional flavor profile or mash bill. Try some of the stuff coming out of Watershed, especially the newer single barrels that release. Some of them are really good. And Tom's Foolery, I love. I really love the bottle and bond. Yeah, there's a Magnolia out of Noble Oak is doing some great stuff. That's NGP sourced. So there's some good stuff there. Yeah, if you get it at retail, that's one thing. If you get it at retail, it's great all day at retail. But the guys paying and selling, you know, the whiskey, the secondary is just going up and up and up each year. And the fact that that stuff's like at $450 and $500 for the Old Rip 10 is a joke. It's an absolute joke. All right. This one is a little bit more orangey on the nose, which I'm really digging. Cherry. Ooh. This has a nice nose. This has a nice like high rye to it. Oh yeah, Middle West Spirits. That's another one. They do a pumpernickel rye that I absolutely love. Middle West Spirits pumpernickel rye are really good. Damn, this is good. It's orangey. Man, fruity. Good nose on this one. I like the nose on this a little bit over A. Here we go. Ooh. That one's like candy. Butterscotchy. Oh. I'm loving this one. Show me the proof says wanting to go bottle hunting tomorrow in Clearwater, Florida area. Anyone have ideas? There's a bunch of Total Wines around there in Clearwater. My family lives in Clearwater. My Uncle Tony lives in Clearwater, actually. Uncle Tony, if you're watching, I got a buddy who's going to visit, get some bottles. Yeah, orangey. Orangey? Orangey. That has a lot of candied orange in that one, actually. Speaking of orangey. A lot of candied orange. Man. Good oak. Little chocolate hint there, too. Good spice. Butterscotch. That's delicious. Woo. Trying to think what that can be. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. All right. Of course I have an Uncle Tony. I also have a cousin Vinny. Not many people know I have a cousin Vinny as well. All right, let's go to number 3 here. Oh, this one's pretty rich on the nose, I will say. I have an empty Old Rip 10 Squat I bought in 2003 when I was 21. Bought it because it had my last name on it. I've seen the empty bottle sell for $300 on eBay. It says Dallas Van Winkle, legendary last name. It's Dickel 15 and you know it. Yeah, there's no Dickel in here. This one's got a little bit of citrus too. But this one just has a really nice, typical bourbon nose here. A lot of caramel, a lot of vanilla. Hint of chocolate here. Let's go on the palate, see what we get here. Oh, I didn't guess the proof on that, actually. Oh, that's nice. But it's softer. Citrusy, a little softer on that one. Little leather on the back end of that one, too. That one has some good age on it. A little softer on the palate. I'm going to guess that one's right at 100 proof. Let me go back to B and see if I can figure out the palate here. That B's delicious. I'm going to put that one around 115, I think. Around 115. The Mash and Drum, new to Tennessee and whiskey tasting. What would you recommend as your favorite production from Tennessee? I love what Chattanooga's doing. I'll tell you that. I love what Chattanooga's doing. I know a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I think some of the newer George Dickel products we're seeing a slightly different flavor profile shift here. Not extreme. I think the higher proof stuff has been, a little bit more sweet. But the lower proof stuff I still think doesn't really, it doesn't really jive for me. I'm not really a big fan of the lower proof Dickel stuff. It's still very vitamin and mineral forward. But the higher proof special releases, I think, are definitely a little bit different. The Bottled and Bond that they released, the 11-year, I thought was great. And the 15-year 100-plus proofer, I think, are really good. But Chattanooga to me, hands down, out of Tennessee. And is Hulling Station out of Tennessee? The Old Dominic's? I have a bottle here. Is this out of Tennessee too? Yeah, Memphis. These guys, Old Dominic's. If you see this shit is delicious. So those are probably my. I would say go for Chattanooga and some of the Old Dominic stuff out of Tennessee. Absolutely amazing, amazing stuff. So the Chattanooga stuff is different. They use a lot of different types of malts. Remember, the master distiller Grant McCracken. He comes from the beer world, so they use a lot of brewers malts rather than distillers malts to make those flavor profiles. Caramel malted barley, honey malted barley, all that different stuff that contributes to the flavor profile. What Chattanooga does, it's different, but it's really good. All right, let's go to the D. Let's go to the D. Hey, Bourbon Battalion's in the house. What's up, Bobby? Everyone go subscribe to Bourbon Battalion. Ooh. Oh, this one's funky. This one's got some funk to it. Definitely some oaks. Definitely a lot of oak here. Pepper, leather, tobacco, like sweet pipe tobacco. This one smells like leather-bound books. If I could take a note from from Anchorman, leather-bound books. Welcome to San Diego, which means whale's vagina. No, that actually means Saint Diego. Agree to disagree. Love what you do here. What's up, Dan C? Best rye for Manhattan. Man, best rye for Manhattan. That's a good question, actually. I like to use actually probably Pikesville rye for Manhattan. Hell yeah. Hey, Peter White's in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, this thing is very, very oaky here. Ooh, and it's oaky on the palate. Blah. Richie Z, I went through 2 of the Old Dominic Hulling Station. Yeah, dude, Richie, I'm telling you, that stuff is awesome. So damn good. It is. It's leather-bound books. I'm kind of a big deal. What? You ate the whole wheel of cheese? I'm not even mad. That's kind of amazing. Baxter, you know I don't know Spanish. 60% of the time, it works every time. Or what? What are the percentages for Black Panther? It's got real bits of Panther in it. That's how you know it's good. That is oaky. A little drying there. Chocolate. A lot of vanilla. Man, what would that be? That one's different. Oh, yeah. High West Double Rye is amazing in Manhattan's as well. Hell yeah. The High West Double Rye, absolutely. That's pretty good. Thrasher, take care, buddy. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate that. What I want to. So, guys, just so you know, this is what's in the blind flight tonight. The Old Fitz 15, the Bardstown Discovery 3, Mayor Pingree 13, and the Doc Swinson's. That's the has the 15-year-old in that, which everyone thinks is the Beam stuff. Sam Houston 14, which is the Barton, and then the Wild Turkey 17, all going against the Pappies. So that's what we got. All right, let's go to, let's see here. Yeah, leather-bound books on that one. Go to D here. I'm going to say, I'm trying to get a proof on this one. A lot of vanilla. That one's good, though. It's not an off-putting oak. It's got good age on it. It's sweet. Good balance. I would put that one right at 100. I mean, C. Oh, God. C is coming off like, oh, my God. It's like pure fucking butterscotch. Oh. C is fucking delicious. So far, I think my favorites are B and C. All right. All right, I'm going to the second half here. Let's see what we got. We're going to E. Let me go to the comments here. See what you guys are saying. Sounds amazing. I feel like the turkey bottle and bomb will be easy to pick out. It might be. Oh, yeah, Rittenhouse 100 is great for Manhattan. I really do like the Old Forester ryes in a but I like to taste my rye in a cocktail. So the higher proof ones I think really work great for me, like Pikesville, Rittenhouse at 100, Old Forester at 100, for sure. Peter White says butterscotch equals MGP. So for me, MGP equals orange spice. So I don't know. We'll see. So this one, this is letter E. I'm looking at what's around. This one's coming off a little bit softer here. A lot of vanilla extract actually in this one. Definitely your rich caramels. I'm going to dive in here. Oh, that's okay. That's a little different. I see you. Michter's Barrel Strength Rye is the greatest of all time in a cocktail. See, I wouldn't mix the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye in a cocktail. That shit is too good on its own. Oh, yeah, Four Rosa Small Batch Select does very well in cocktail. Hey, Google, middle finger. Did Google piss you off? What happened, DC? Nicholas Serrato. I have Sam Houston 12 and can't find the 14. I think the 14 is miles beyond the 12, honestly. Here we go. Do you have to have so Sean Franklin, to answer your question, do I have to join Patreon at a certain level to get access to the upcoming barrel picks? Any patron will get access to it. The difference is the higher the tier you pick, the more likely you get a shot at a pick. The higher tiers will get cracks at it first, and then going down the line. So. That one's okay. It's a little bit, again, this one's a little bit soft too on the palate. Oh, Google's deleting the chats. Oh, I hate when it fucking does that. It's so annoying. Let me see if, see what we got here. Yeah, I don't see that. Oh, there it is. I see them deleting him. That sucks. I'm sorry, guys. It happens like so randomly that they'll start doing that. So again, guys, I'll show you again. Anyone who ordered the Rye 3, you can. This is what you're gonna be seeing soon in your emails to kind of go through the, those specific, details for the Rye 3 pick, which hopefully should be releasing next week. Shipping, I think. So here we go. Man, this is just all cherry. This one's got some funk to it, which clues me in on what it could be, but it's definitely got some funkiness. A lot of cherry, a ton of cherry, like liquid cherry syrup. Definitely some butter pecan in there a little bit. Some smoke. Let's go for a sip. Oh, that's good. E is delicious. It's funky cherry all day long. Funky cherry. For me, I prefer the Old Forester rye over it because it's a little bit of a different mash bill. It's higher barley than corn, so it's just, I don't know, just got a little bit of a difference to it. I like E a lot. It's an absolute cherry, oaky funk bomb. That's good. All right, water. We got the funk. Mojo says, I drank a Stag 15 to Antlers in one night and had 10 other pours. I'm a Stag lover, though. I mean, Stag is awesome. And they're just, I mean, I think Buffalo Trace has figured out Stag. All the ones that come out are just pretty damn great. All right, let's go to this one here. Oh, you talk about candy. Oh, that's candy. That's candy. This is vanilla, caramel, freaking... Oh, it's like a sweet shop. It's just all powdered sugar. What the hell? Is that one of the Pappies? Find the Pappy? It's really sweet, which you would think clues you into maybe something Buffalo Trace. My bourbon journey. Also, we'll be setting up a tasting with our picks and sipping along with everyone who gets bottles. We want to share the experience with you. Yeah, so Scott and I are doing a, when you guys start getting the Rye 3, we're going to set up a collective tasting so everyone pops their bottles and we could all taste it at the same time to see how it is. So... Ooh. Ooh. So this one is like a candy shop, but it has a, you know, when I talk about like Dusty's having a little bit of like that funk to it, that one's got a funk to it, but like, so E has like a cherry funk. This has like a candy funk. That's the only way I could describe it here. Ooh, this one's good. There's a slight bitterness on that one, which clues me in. There's some really good age on it. But there's a lot of sweet flavors coming through here. Ooh. Jason, tried the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye for a Sam Houston 14. Was that a fair trade? I traded a Michter's Barrel Strength for a Sam Houston 14. It really depends on the Sam Houston 14 you got. I mean, I think that's a pretty fair trade, though. But I would probably go to the Michter's Barrel Strength. I actually have mine right here because I drink this. I mean, I love this stuff. Oh, my God. It's so good. The Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. I just keep it up here because not only do I like looking at it, but I like drinking that shit. I like, so like I said, E has a cherry funk to it. This has like an old dusty funk, but with like powdered sugar wrapped around it. I think, so did I write down what I thought that the funky cherry one? Again, I'll say that's around 100 proof. This one, I mean, it's a tick higher. I'll say 10. I mean, nothing's 105. I don't know. I'll say 105-ish. on that one. I don't know. E is really standing out to me. So is so far my favorites. We have B, C, E, and F are kind of my top 4 right now. So I really like these two, and this butterscotch bomb over here is just right in line with my palate. All right. 11 from 100 at the Mash and Drum. 11 from 100? What's that? What's 100? Michter's barrel strength rye is what all other companies aspire to. Yeah, there's something about that Michter's barrel proof rye, what they do with it. I don't. It's just it's ridiculously good. All right, let's go to letter G. Oh, we got some more orange candy in here. Oh, this is chocolatey. It's spicy. Very sweet. A lot of vanilla extract. There's a difference to me when you get vanilla and vanilla extract. Vanilla is kind of like the usual scent you get in a bourbon. Vanilla extract is when it just comes off like a lot more concentrated. Michter's is the bomb. I just wish their shit was cheaper. Like, right, guys? Like, in the chat. Like, tell me. Like, the Michter's 10 years, the rye and the bourbons, they've all gone up in price. They're like 150, 160 bucks now. Like what the fuck? Like, it kills me that happens, you know? Oh my God. What the hell is G? This is candied orange, hint of strawberry, like very, very dark, rich caramel deliciousness in that one. Shit. Yeah, I mean, Michter's does have a difference to it, but I just really feel like it's just not, I don't know. I think the 10-year rye is worth every penny. I love the 10-year rye. The 10-year bourbon, I could take it or leave it. I've never tasted one that like blew me away. But something with the ryes that they do just really shines. Barry McCalkiner says, "Cheer, Jason, love your content. Love you for checking out. Thanks for coming in tonight." All right. This, whatever G is ridiculously good. Oh my God. It's like the perfect balance of oaky candy, orange. Orange and chocolate seems to be like a note that I'm picking up here a good amount tonight. Not sure why. E has like that candy funk to it. This is going to be interesting. Not really. If you're asking me to find the Pappy, it's like I said, I haven't had Pappy in a very long time. You know, that stuff's a ghost to me. I've never gotten lucky to win a bottle or get a bottle at retail, unfortunately. But I don't know. Let's go to the last one here. Oh, this one has a lot of oak funk to it. One of the best vanillas come from Old Carter I've tried. Vanillas and also butterscotch from the Old Carters. That's why I love them so much. Richie Z. I thought I saw some Richie Z. Jason. And it depends on the review on the old Dominic. Yeah, we have a review for the Old Dominic coming soon. Oh, Livewire Whiskey. Almost at 100 subs. Guys, go subscribe to Livewire Whiskey. Get these guys over 100 subs. Bourbon Battalion, vanilla extract, and vanilla ice cream are not the same. Cheers to pointing that out. Absolutely, Bourbon Battalion. I agree, buddy. Yeah, Michter's 10 is lackluster. I got orange. Yeah, orange creams. It really depends on the blend you get from Old Carter. There's so much stuff that happens in those bottles. All right, let's go for a taste of this one. It's definitely a lower proof. It's got some oak to it, that's for sure. A little bit bitter. There's not much going on in that one, unfortunately. H, the last one, is really not doing it for me compared to the other 7 we got going on. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's good. It's very good. But compared to the others, it's really not standing out. It's having a hard time. It's a lot of vanilla extract. There's definitely some oak here. It's a nice punch of leather here. Oak. Jolly Rancher from the 1950s. I'm only kidding. Jason, do you have an easy go-to in 2021? I do not. An easy go-to bourbon. An easy go-to whiskey. You know what I'm having a hard time not drinking constantly is the Woodford Reserve Very Fine and Rare. I love that stuff. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's whatever they blended in that with the spice that's on the back end of it. It's probably, if not one of, the best 90 proofer bourbon I've had in a very long time. I'm actually doing a video soon with like the best 90 proofers I've had. So I'm gonna have the Lost Prophet in there from Orphan Barrel, the Woodford, Elijah Craig 18, and I'm trying to figure out what else I'm gonna put in there. That's gonna be a video too. So like the ultimate 90 proofer video. We'll see how that goes. Do you get the 1950s Jolly Rancher note? Yeah, man. I get rubber tires. I get mahogany. I get mothballs, grandma's basement. Sounds like Pappy Van Winkle's boring special old bourbon. Yeah, H doesn't have a lot going on. It's kind of I'm just gonna write meh. I don't even think that's 100 proof. I'm wondering. I mean, I know the Sam Houston here is 98 proof. I don't think it's the Sam Houston though. Could it be the Van Winkle 23 at 47.8? Not a lot going on there. It's kind of meh. All right. I'm gonna skip this one and go back in reverse here. We'll place them and then we'll see what comes out on top here. All right. We're getting down to it, guys. Mothballs and old linens, yes. All right, here we go. Let's go back to this one. So this one was the orange candy deliciousness. That's really good. I didn't write a proof down for that one. I would say that's up there. I think you're looking at one. I know my palate's kind of shot right now. It's hard to kind of gauge proof right now. Maybe I'll say like 115 around there again. All right, so G, I'm going to put up there as a favorite. Let's go to E. E I really liked. E was really good. E was just absolute. Oh my God. E has like this. You ever go to the fair? And you know when they do those cinnamon roasted, like sugar covered like pecans or walnuts, you know, and you walk by and you just smell it in those. Even when you're walking around New York and they have like those sugar toasted like pecans and they sell them on the street. This is totally taking me back to the streets of New York right now. And I love that. Absolutely. It's amazing when a whiskey can take you back to a time that you remember. Yeah, praline, cheech. Yeah, like a praline nuttiness to it. This one's really good. It's lacking on the finish a little bit, but the palate and the nose are very, very good. E is up there. I'm sorry, F. F is up there. It's F, not E. F is very much up there. Ooh. Can you guys kind of, are you guys trying to figure out what's what here? All right, let's go to, now we're going to E. E was the funky cherry thing. Oh. Rich oak, cherry, butterscotchy goodness on E. It's hard to figure out which one I like more, E or F. They're both phenomenal bourbons. Damn. This is a fucking hitter of a blind flight right here, guys. Shit. Yeah, Cheech nailed it. Pralines. That's what it was on there. I don't think of praline often, but that's what G. It's total. I'm sorry. F is complete praline. It is so damn good. All right, and then you have E, which is the funky cherry. I guess around 100 proof for that one as well. Yeah, I wrote 100. All right, let's go to the D. The D is just straight vanilla goodness. I don't think it's a high proof at all. Was D the one I said leather-bound books? I think I did. A little bit leathery. Let's go to C. C was the butterscotch bomb. Oh my God. Yeah, C is ridiculous. C is right up there. C is an absolute candy shop, Werther's original caramel butterscotch candy. Oh, God, that's good. I also enjoy pouring shine in normal proof whiskeys. Robotic. Old Dominic Culling Station for 30. Call it. For 30 bucks? Is that what you get it for? Thank you so much, Tyler. Appreciate it. Don Harlan says, heart. Love you too. Hey, Jason, why no love for Garrison Brothers bourbon? I don't think I've tried enough Garrison Brothers to really form an opinion. I've had the Cowboy bourbon, which is, I think, isn't that like that $200, $250 one? I'm not sure why it's that high. I didn't really think it was worth that much. Garrison is one of those I haven't had enough experience with. It's not available here in Ohio, so I can't say I've had enough of it. I know people that have had picks that are phenomenal. I've gotten a couple samples from Garrison that have been amazing. Really, my favorite Texas whiskeys right now are Balcones and Iron Root. Andalusia, I would put up there too. I haven't had enough Garrison to really form an opinion, unfortunately. Oh yeah, the Balmorea is another one. I got a sample of that a while ago. I think I remembered thinking it was really good, but yeah. I love C. C is just a Werther's original candy deliciousness. Oh my God. So right now my leaders are G. I'm sorry. No, that one was meh. This one was really good. So G, F, E. D was okay. C is standing out. All right, let's go to B here. B's really good too. I mean, all these are good, guys. I mean, I'm trying to really, I'm literally splitting hairs with trying to figure out which one I like best. Let's go to A. Haven't been to A in a while. A was the one that was a little bit more nutty. A is really good too. This is going to be really tough. I think H already, just from what I smelled and tasted, there's just not a lot going on in H. That's easily last. Whatever that is, that's last. Okay. I got to start placing these here. I think the standouts, guys. Oh yeah, still Austin, great. Okay, what are you guys saying? Dusty Dan says A is Doc, so he's calling A is Doc Swinson's. I might agree with you, Dusty, just because of the nuttiness there. We have 446 in the chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you haven't. A is delicious. B, I got to try to, oh my God, B is good too. These are all hitters. So just for reference, guys, we have Pappy 15 and Pappy 23 in this lineup. The fact that I am having such a hard time figuring out what I like best just goes to show you that there are amazing bourbons that are available on the market that totally compete with Pappy 15 and Pappy 23. And you don't have to fucking pay $2,000, $3,000, $1,400 for a bottle of this stuff. I mean, I'm going through these samples, and they're all amazing, each in their own right. So I want to, you know, really kind of hammer that home for you guys. If any of you guys out there are literally thinking of spending $2,000, $3,000 on a Pappy Van Winkle, I understand the rarity of them and how hard they are to get. And then on top of that, you have the, you know, excuse the vulgarity, but you have the dick measuring thing where I have Pappy this, I have I have Pappy that. I get it. There's a thing to that. That is a thing. But for those of you who are a little bit more, you know, educated in what's this is the reason for this blind tasting, to educate how many good bourbons are available on the market that can compete with the Pappies. The Pappies are great. But I'm telling you, I can't figure out what the fuck the Pappy is in here because these are all delicious. I'm just saying, you don't have to go crazy for Pappies when you have this type of quality that is coming out from distilleries now. It just, there's no reason to do it. And that's why I wanted to do this. So, you know, I think you know, you have kind of a placebo effect when you feel like you buy the Pappy and you taste it and it's the most amazing thing in the world. You put it in a blind against some much lower price and available bourbons with high age statements from different distilleries. There's nothing about it that stands out. I mean, there might be something in here that stands out, but you know, all of these bourbons are in line. They all have different attributes that really stand out and are really delicious. And you have a Pappy 15 and a Pappy 23 in here that are so coveted by a lot of bourbon hunters and just whiskey enthusiasts in general that pay thousands of dollars for. And there's really no need to. So, Bourbon Battalion, I appreciate your honesty and profiles. Easy to agree with distilleries of palates are not always the same. I've always been honest that money doesn't equal taste profiles. It's true. It's whatever your profile thinks. I mean, a lot of people could taste the Pappy and think it's the greatest thing in the world. And I get that. But there's no denying. I'm sorry. You can't argue the fact that there are bourbons out that are available today, including what I have in this blind. You could throw Old Carter in the mix that can easily compete with the Pappies to, kind of, I guess, kind of chip down that whole stigma that Pappy has as being like the end-all be-all of bourbon. Just saying. But there might be a Pappy in here that I'm thinking is really good. I don't know. So far we have H as last place. That one's in the lead. I really love G. I really love F. E is up there too. I have to find out what's coming in second to last place here. Keith Schmidt says, keep the Pappy. Pappy touched me down there. I own a Johnny smoking gun now. Okay. I'm going to go with, I'm going to probably go with D, second to last. D is very good, but there's nothing that's wowing me compared to the other one. So I'm going to put that one here. All right, so let's go to these now. I think these three are really the leaders in the clubhouse. It's kind of a matter. Letter A, number 1 is really good too. C is fucking delicious too. C is the candy praline bomb. Thank you, Cheech. Oh, C is so damn good. So damn good. Let's go to B. I don't know. These are all of these are really delicious. I think I'm going to go between B and G here for 6th place. Yeah, I'm going to go. B is going to be there. I'm putting G here. These are my top 4, I think. All 4 of these are amazing. The color of A and C stand out. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. A and C have really nice color to them. But these 4, I think, are the standouts to me. Oh, that's so delicious on the nose. This is the Cherry Funk. This is just all butterscotch. And A is like the nutty, fruity one. I mean, you could. Oops, sorry. I have bottles all on the floor here, guys. I can't choose between these 4 here. These are all different but amazing at the same time. All right, so I have to go with just what I like best. I love butterscotch bombs, so I think B is going to stay in the hunt here. Oh, that is so good on the nose. This one is the Cherry Funk Bomb. Oh, excuse me. Just burping here. A is very nutty. And this one here this one's really good. This is God, that's good. That is so damn good. God, which one do I like out of these two? These two might be my favorites, I think. So let's go to these two. We have to kind of figure out where these fall. This is, yeah. So I'm going that one there. I think that one there. And now it's down to these two as my favorite. Jason's about to take another fall. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling it right now a little bit. But you know, I'm still together, guys. No worries. You kicked Pappy out and you don't even know it. I mean, maybe I did. Not sure. These two are delicious. I mean, these are right on par. I mean, this one here that I picked for third place, this is, I mean, that's also right there. It's hard to pick out what you think the Pappy may be. All of them are really good. I mean, between these two, it's really just, do I want more cherry or do I want more, you know, that candy, you know, overall? And it's got like this dusty funk to it, which you guys know I love. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to pick. I like the finish on this one a little better than this one, but this one has a lot of flavor that I love. All right, I'm going to put this in second, and I'm putting this one in first. All right, here's the lineup. This is going to be fucking nuts, guys. Come on. Come on. Let's see how we did. Again, all of these are so damn close. All right, you guys ready? Which one slaps you with flavor? That's the thing. I have there's a romanticism for me when it comes to like bourbons that have a dusty bourbon flavor to it. So it's, you know, there's something about it. I mean, I'm still between these two. It's tough to. There's something about there's a dusty sweetness to it that I love. And then this one, B has, or the second place one has like this funky cherry deliciousness to it. I mean, I could say that number one is 1A and this is 1B because these two stick out among the rest of these. So, you guys ready to find out what we got? Here we go. All right. Taste the fourth place one more time. Looks like it got neglected. The fourth place one? All right. I don't remember what level it was, but this is, I think, is the butter pecan bomb. Oh my God. Now that I go back to them, you're making me change up my my things here. Let me go back to number one. Yeah, the dusty funk to that one is the one that is that what's like getting me. 16-4. Oh my God, the Mets got killed. The Cubs are. Oh my God. That makes me sad. That saddens me. No, that one's not doing it for me. Number 3. Between number 3 and number 1, they're close. Number 3 might actually have the better finish to number 1. I think number 2 is just kind of on its own, though. Number 2 has this like weird funk to it. You know what? I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them the way they are just to see what happens. 1, 2, and 3 are like this. 1A, 1B, 1C. These are like my first place pours. All 3 of these. The rest wasn't really feeling what we got here. All right. Go Sports. All right. Agreed. 2 glasses are almost drained. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Brewers won today. Nice job. All right. Second place is the People's Champ. Just got here, but you look like you're trying to finish dessert after a big 7-course dinner. Young Pei Chang, yes. We got 500 in the chat, guys. 503. Holy shit. Cheers. We're about to reveal who won this blind tasting against Pappy 15 and Pappy 23. So let's see what happened. This is the top 3. I'm going to tell you guys right now. This is not like first, second, third place. All 3 of these are like right jumbled together. They just have different flavor profiles. These are the 3 that stuck out the most to me as far as, you know, flavor, experience, finish, and all that. Now, the rest of them, these 5, are the ones that didn't really measure up to 5, really didn't measure up to the first 3 when compared, but still all very good. Let's see what came in last place. You guys ready? Here we go. Yes! Oh my God! Last place. Last fucking place. What? Pappy Van Winkle 23 came in last. Holy shit. Come on. Guys. Just shut it down. That's right. Shut it down. This is Pappy 23. The people that pay like $5,000 for it came in last. Come on. Don't pay $6,000 for this shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on. I'm serious. Look, here we go. Pappy. Let's see if it reads it here. Pap 23, right there. Last place. It's woody. There's barely any finish. Against these others, fucking fell flat. The truth does hurt. It does. 23 got fucking last place in this shit. Come on, guys. All right, let's work our way through and see what happens. Remember, the Pappy 15 is still in here. Here we go. Okay, so next to last place was the Sam Houston 14. Sam Houston 14 came in next to last. And I think that's general. This is the one I said tasted like leather-bound books. And it does. I just think the proof hurt it, being at 98 proof. But, I mean, it'd hang with it. Sam Houston 14 beat out Pappy 23. That's all you need to know, honestly. You know, I told you, send me the sample. Okay, so Sam Houston 14 comes in next to last. but still came out over Pappy 23. So really good aged Barton. Better than that fucking Pappy. All right, let's go to 6th place. See what we got here. All right, so this is not too surprising, actually, for me. This is the Bardstown Bourbon Company, number 3. So I think this had a lot of great flavors to it. It was extremely balanced. There was more flavor, much better finish than I found in the Sam Houston or the Pappy. And I think that made a lot of sense there. I think, so the Bardstown 3 has a lot more. So this has the MGP in it. So I think that's why I love it so much. This is really great. So unfortunately, it's probably pretty impossible to find since a lot of us reviewers love this one. But really good stuff. So Bardstown Bourbon Company comes in on that account. Let's go to 5th place and see what we got here. Hey, where'd the sticker go? The sticker's not on the bottom. Did it fall off? Oh, shit. What the hell? I don't know what that is. The sticker's gone. Did she put it on the sticker? What happened? Did she forget? That has a sticker. That has a sticker. This has a sticker. Where the hell did it go? Oh, shit. I just spilled all over my crotch. All right. Sticker, sticker, sticker. I didn't read it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm really smooth right now. This has no sticker on it. I don't know what that is. Did she forget a sticker here? Sorry, guys. I'm looking around to see. Is there a sticker that was forgotten? New blooper reel. Yeah, this sucks. Oh, my God. All right. I don't know what that is. So we're going to have to go back to that and figure out what the hell that glass is. I don't know what that is. 5th place is a mystery. We're going to have to go back to that, guys. Okay. You will know what it is at the end. Yes, I will. All right. So let's go to 4th place. So 4th place was, not surprising, 4th place was actually the Doc Swinsons. So 4th place ended up being the Doc Swinsons, which is that Jim Beam, you know, mystery. Yeah, Tommy Want Wingy. Doc Swinsons, this is batch, let me see here, batch 9. So this has that 78.5% corn Jim Beam mash bill that ended up being in just a ton of different releases. So this is an absolute hitter of a bourbon. Definitely very good. I mean, it kicked the shit out of the Pappy 23, apparently. So very good stuff. All right, we'll do process of elimination. We'll see how it goes. So we have the last place is the Pappy 23, which is hysterical. Next to last was the Sam Houston, and I think that's only because of the proof point. And then following that is the Bardstown Bourbon Company 3. We have to figure out what this one is. This is the Doc Swinson's 15. The top 3 now. So Pappy 15 is still left. We have the Old Fitzy 15. We also have the Mayor Pingree is in the running. And the Wild Turkey. So those are the 4. So one of these is one of those. So let's see. 3rd place. 3rd place was the Butterscotch Bomb. And that was the Fitzy 15. Fitzy 15 came in 3rd. This is one of my favorite Old Fitzgeralds of all time. Absolutely incredible stuff. I mean, butterscotchy, just incredible goodness. Like I said, 1, 2, and 3 are like this. I mean, it's basically all 3 of these are my first place. Pappy 15 is still in here. So Pappy 15 is one of these. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 is the Wild Turkey Bottled in Bond, 17-year. It kind of hurts my soul because I love Wild Turkey. This is incredible. I'm glad I have an extra bottle of this because I fucking love it. Is that the number 1? What I think it is? Holy shit! Come on. Number 1 ended up being the Pappy 15. Oh my god. Pappy 15 held up. And I only think the Pappy 15 held up because of the little bit of dusty funk that it has that I love, which also you get in the Wild Turkey as well. So that means the one that I spilled was had to be the Mayor Pingree. So the 13-year MGP. Whiskey No says, go read my last super chat. Let me go up there. I don't see it, buddy. Calling it now, Pappy 15 is your winner. That's what he said. Oh my god. So the one that didn't have a label was the Mayor Pingree 13, which is the all MGP one. So you have Mayor Pingree, Wild Turkey 17, Pappy 15, and the Old Fitz 15, all kind of sandwiched together in kind of that same grouping, which I think to me says one thing. I think, and remember, Pappy 23 was last. So Pappy 23, when you look at it, it incredibly fall flat tonight. That was the thing with me. I wanted to test the Pappy 23. That's the one that seems to be it's priced the highest because of the age, but when it comes down to it, it didn't perform nearly as good as I thought it was in this blind tasting. You had all these bourbons. The Bardstown Bourbon Company 3 kicked the shit out of Pappy 23. I mean, all of these. Pappy 23, according to my notes here, when you go down the list, ended up, it was not only the last dram, but it was actually last place. And I literally just wrote like meh next to it. Here, I'll show you here. Look. Meh. There you go. Meh. That was my note for the last place, and that was Pappy 23. So Pappy 23 intensely fall flat for me in this blind tasting. And then from there, it was kind of like a all I hear is 15. 15 is so much better than any Van Winkle with more age. Silver Lining almost hit one out of the park. Add a drop of water. Hilarious. Chris Farley fan much? Yes, I love Chris Farley. Pappy 23 fell short like the Mets. You dick. Yes, the Mets are falling short a lot, apparently. But remember, it's still early. I think they could get it together. So yeah, Pappy 15 comes in, first for me, jumbled up with the Wild Turkey 17 and the Old Fitz 15. So these two were right up there with the Pappies for me. So if you guys were lucky enough to get either of these two bottles, then congrats, because you were right up there with the Pappies. The Pappy 23 to me, I would not spend any amount of money on. I don't think it has any sort. If it can't hold up to Bardstown Bourbon Company, Sam Houston, even the Doc Swinson's 15, which we know is Jim Beam stuff. Why are people spending, thousands of dollars on that shit? It doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess I will spend $1,500 on Pappy 15 tomorrow because you say so. Kidding. No, Pappy 15 did really well. I like that little bit of oak funk that some of the older bourbons have. It's like an old dusty type of. It's the reason why in the Sam Houston, when I did that 15-year-old that tasting, it's the reason why I picked number 5 over everything else. It had like a modern dusty funk to it that I think is just different than a lot of the sweet candy, shit that we see every day of the week. So that's the reason why I picked that one. And I think the Pappy 15 has some of that. But Wild Turkey 17 was right there with it, and so was the Old Fitz 15. And then not that far behind was the Mayor Pingree 13, which is all MGP goodness. So, I mean, like I said, as far as Pappy 23 goes, last place. There are plenty of bourbons that are amazing with it. And when it comes to even the Pappy 15, even though I liked it so much, I mean, look how close everything was tonight, guys. This was this I wanted to be an eye-opening stream, and I'm glad it did, because these were all incredible blind bourbons that I got to taste with you guys, and it kind of puts a spotlight on how much good bourbon is out on the market. You don't have to spend $4,000, $5,000 on a Pappy to get a really good bourbon. Everything falls in line here. Like I said, the Wild Turkey 17, the Mayor Pingree 13, which is all just delicious MGP goodness. I mean, it's all right there. There's to spend $150 on a Mayor Pingree or spend $2,000 on a Pappy. The Mayor Pingree all day. You don't have to spend that much money on such a good bourbon. And the 23 came in last. And people are selling this shit for like $4,000, $5,000. It's just not worth it. So if anything came out of this this blind tasting, I hope everybody got a little bit something out of it. There are so many great bourbons out there for you to choose from. So many great releases that are released throughout the year. You don't have to spend a shit ton of money to get something good. We had a representation of all the great distilleries: Barton, Heaven Hill, Beam, MGP, all just competed with anything Pappy. The 23 was a fucking dud, honestly. If anyone tells you Pappy 23 is the best thing they've ever had, they don't know shit. Pappy 15 is the one out of the Pappy selection that I would hunt for. Other than that, I am happy to drink the Old Fitz 15 or the Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series, because it actually held up against the Pappies. So amazing night. This was an incredible tasting, one that I probably won't have too much again. I want to thank again Christopher David for sending me the 23 and the 15 again to taste into this Bob blind tasting. Incredible stuff. This was a lot of fun. This was an eye-opening experience for me. Hopefully it was for you as well. What can I say? With this, none of us will ever buy the Pappy 23. At some point, bourbon that is old becomes an old, burnt, dirty stick. It wasn't so much... So the 23, which is this one, I think. I mean, it's oaky, but it wasn't so much that it was over-oaked. It just didn't offer like for me, like I want to finish in a bourbon. That 23 just falls flat. There's nothing beyond the front of the palate that makes me say that is a great bourbon. These other ones, I mean, you could separate the Pappy 23 from these other 7. These other 7 destroyed the Pappy 23. It was hard for me to place the rest of these. The Pappy 23 just kind of, for me. So the rest of these, although hung with the Pappy 15, but the Pappy 15 had something that speaks to me when it comes to that old, dusty funk. So that's what it was. Now blend them all. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to blend them all before we sign off. Blend. Hopefully it fits in one glass here. Blend. This is like the ultimate blend, guys. Here we go. I mean, even that Doc Swinson's, that 15 did really well, too. That Old Fitz 15, ridiculously good. All right, here's the mega blend. Here it is, guys. Some ultra-aged, delicious bourbon in there. Baller blend. That's what it's called, the Baller blend, says Josh Pence. Oh, my God. Telling you guys. Oh, shit. You know, what is this one? Is this the... No, that's the four. You know, I'm going to add a little bit of the Four Roses in there because it's got like, what, 19, 18-year-old stuff in it. I'm adding that to the mix, too. The Pfeiffer Pavitt I'll leave out, and the Booker's I'll leave out. That's Booker's. Holy shit, dudes. Guys, this blend. All right, let it mingle a little bit. Real quick, before we sign off, I want to thank all of you for the support tonight. I want to, if anybody is interested in becoming a patron, please do. Exclusive access to barrel picks. We have a lot coming out with the Mash and Journey. Also, I've been doing some really cool like late night editing sessions for all you guys. My next video is coming out. You will see the Maker's Mark, the FAE 01 coming out against the other two previous releases in a blind tasting. And next week I will be, remember to tune in on Wednesday night for the ultimate bourbon draft, which will be the night before the actual NFL draft. We'll be talking bourbon. We'll be talking bourbon picks, and we'll see who gets the best team. Let's try this real quick. Thank you so much, Bourbon Battalion. It's a damn good blend. I'm sipping that shit all night. Woo! Look at that. You know you guys want some. Got some really good shit in there. There it is. Oh, I just spilled a little. I dig the late night edits. Yeah, it's a little fun time. Guys, sign up for Patreon. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. I'm this close to 50,000 subs. I need to do a celebration so I can open that Wild Turkey American Spirit bottled in bond. If you haven't yet, please tell your friends about the Mash and Drum. If they're interested in whiskey, boost those subs, get me to 50,000. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. This was an amazing time. Next week, the bourbon draft is happening. Cheers, and I will see you next time on the Mash and Drum. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Actually, go hang out with the whiskey, the Bourbon Wire, the Whiskey Wire. Can't remember. Sorry, guys. I've had a little too much to drink tonight. Go check out the Wire tonight, the Whiskey Wire, right after me. Cheers. Live Wire Whiskey. That's it. Check out Live Wire Whiskey coming out right after me. I will see you there. Take care, everybody. Cheers.